I remember the moment too vividly, the way the door creaked open, the sound of my keys hitting the bowl by the entrance, and the eerie silence that greeted me. No scent of dinner in the air, no music playing from the kitchen, no soft laughter echoing down the hall. Just quiet. And in that silence, something inside me shifted. That was the night I found out what my wife had really been doing at the sauna. And it changed everything. It started innocently enough. I'm Alex Carter, 38, accountant, routine-driven to a fault. My days were measured in spreadsheets, coffee refills, and late trains. My wife, Lily, was everything I wasn't: light-hearted, adventurous, full of quiet fire. She worked part-time at a local art gallery and had recently gotten into wellness. Pilates, green smoothies, and, more recently, the sauna down by the lake. At first, I was happy for her. She deserved self-care. She deserved time to breathe. But soon, the sauna visits became more frequent. Every Tuesday and Thursday evening like clockwork. It helps me relax, she'd say with a soft smile, pecking my cheek on her way out. I believed her. I wanted to believe her. But things started to feel different. She was quieter around me. Distant. Her laughter didn't reach her eyes anymore. And one night, after a long and miserable day at work, I came home early, hoping for a quiet dinner with her, a chance to reconnect. But she wasn't there. Her phone was on the table. The gallery was closed. And she hadn't mentioned a sauna trip that day. Something didn't sit right. I sat in the living room, staring at the clock, until it ticked past 8:30. Then I grabbed my coat and left. The sauna was nestled in the woods near the lake, part spa, part wellness retreat. The parking lot was half full, steam rising from the glass-paneled structure. I felt ridiculous walking in. Like some jealous, overworked husband clinging to a thread of suspicion. But what I found inside wasn't what I expected. She was there. Wrapped in a robe, hair damp, sitting cross-legged on the wooden bench of the dry sauna. But she wasn't alone. No, she was speaking softly to a woman sitting across from her. The woman was older, maybe in her 60s, with a scarf wrapped around her head. I watched, hidden from view, as my wife gently held the woman's hands, tears streaking both their faces. That's when I left. I didn't confront her that night. I couldn't. Something in me had shifted, not in anger, but in confusion. So when she came home later, humming quietly to herself, I just smiled, pretended I'd fallen asleep on the couch, and let it go. The next morning, I asked her carefully, gently, about the sauna. Her eyes widened, then softened. You followed me? I hesitated, ashamed. I didn't mean to. I just needed to see. And then she told me the truth. Lily hadn't been going to the sauna just for relaxation. A few months ago, she'd met a woman named Claire at the gallery. Claire was battling stage 4 ovarian cancer. She was estranged from her daughter, recently widowed, and had no family nearby. They struck up a conversation about grief, about loneliness, and bonded over their shared experience of loss. Lily had lost her older brother 2 years prior to suicide. She never spoke much about it, but I knew it left a hollow space in her heart. When Claire mentioned how the heat of the sauna helped her aching joints, Lily offered to go with her. Just once. That once turned into twice a week. Lily brought tea, towels, and stories. She helped Claire laugh again. In turn, Claire gave Lily a space to mourn, to heal, in a way I never could. I didn't tell you, she said, because it wasn't about you. Or me. It was something fragile, something sacred. I didn't want to explain it. I just wanted to feel it. I sat there, dumbfounded. Embarrassed. But also, humbled. We talked for hours that day. For the first time in months, maybe years, I saw her. The real her. The woman who carried love like a lantern, even when the world around her was dark. The woman who still reached for others when she could barely hold herself up. I asked to meet Claire the following week. The three of us sat together in the steam room, sipping herbal tea, wrapped in silence and steam and something deeper, understanding. I learned that Claire had been a teacher, a mother, a dancer once. That she still dreamed of Italy. That she thought my wife was the closest thing to a miracle she'd ever known. Over the next few months, everything shifted. Lily and I began going to the sauna together. Not just for Claire, but for us. To reconnect. To listen. We started small traditions: Sunday morning walks, Friday night dinners without phones. We started therapy. We didn't pretend everything was perfect, but we showed up. Every day. When Claire passed away that winter, we stood together at her memorial. Not just as a couple, but as the family she had created for herself. I think about that night often, the night I thought I'd discover betrayal, and instead found something sacred. A part of Lily I had never fully seen. A part of myself I had forgotten. So if you ask me what changed our marriage, I'd say it wasn't therapy or routines or grand gestures. It was a quiet woman in a sauna. And a moment of truth I almost missed.